Hey, so this is pgosey with my video on fractals. So basically what I got from the reading and everything was that fractals are a sort of way of having it's like an image that you can go you can zoom in infinitely on and just keep getting more detail out of the picture and get more and more in depth with it, and it's just sort of like the whole like infinity in an infinite space that we were talking about, how it's more than one dimension but not quite two. It's like a one and like then half a dimension. So in relating that to music, what I was thinking of is how suppose like you're at band practice or something and you have like a bunch of people playing in a room. Like, well, the people take up a finite amount of space in the room. The room can only contain a finite or a distinct mass inside it, but the sound that you're hearing, it seems like it's infinite. Like the sound, you can have as much sound as you want going on and in that room, and it won't take up any more space. But in theory, sound waves are something they do take up space. So just that's how I see sort of the whole infinite space in or infinite something infinite in a finite space. Just kind of when you think about it, like every instrument's like could be doing something different, and no matter what, no matter how loud it is, no matter how many people playing something you have in that room, like the sound is always, it's going to be there. It's infinite. Like yeah, the sound waves dissipate and everything, but in theory, they, to me at least, it's like they're taking up space. So another way I was looking at it was the whole, as you keep zooming in and zooming in and zooming in, you can just look at it in more detail, and you just get it's sort of like the sum of the part. It's just like the sum of each little part on that you get smaller creates the bigger part, and just like that goes on for infinity. And I was thinking that of just like the whole at practice thing again. Just kind of, you like look, it's like, okay, we're like, you can look at like the band as a whole and analyze, okay, like you can analyze the song, like the feel of the song, and then zoom in a little and just analyze like the beat, analyze like the bass and the drums, and then look at each section separately that way, and then just keep going, like do like the guitars and like the melody and the harmony and everything, and then just look at one instrument, be like, okay, we're going to look at the drum part and just like analyze the drums for that song, and then zoom in, and you can say, all right, well, now we're just going to analyze like the drums just in this one verse. And then you can keep zooming in and be like, okay, well, we're just going to analyze the drums in just this bar. Or keep zooming in and be like, all right, we're just going to analyze like the snare drum in this song, or like the ride, or the crash, or bass, or something. Or and like then you could just exponentially zoom in, like, okay, now we come to examine just this one drum hit in this part of the song, or like we're going to analyze like just this note that like the guitar played, or just this note the singer hit, and keep going on and on from that point until you just keep subdividing it until it's something not really audible anymore, but in theory it's still, there's something there to analyze. So that's really my interpretation of this whole fractal thing and relating it to music. So I'll see you guys later.